I am seriously considering purchasing a Tesla Model Y. I got to test a Model Y for the first time a couple of weeks ago, and honestly, this car is incredible. The amount of space that you get compared to the 3 is absolutely ridiculous. So in this video, we shall make a pros and cons list, and then I'll need your help in the comments to give me your opinions and let me know what you think I should do. So, the first pro is surprisingly cheap to upgrade. Let me explain what I mean by actually pretending to order a Tesla. So here we have our Tesla Model Y. I'd never get a long range because it's just so expensive, and the main thing you need is the range. All Teslas are already fast enough. So we click straight to long range, 54,990. I know what you're thinking, Jack, that's not very cheap at all. Don't worry, just hang on. Model Y long range has a 0 to 60 of 4.8, which is very, very quick. I think my Model 3 is currently 3.2 with the performance upgrade. So both quick, but the Model Y is quicker. That is a con. Add it to the cons list, editor Becky. Another con is less range than the Model 3. You can see that this long-range Model Y has 331 miles, whereas apparently a Tesla Model 3 long range has 360. However, when I actually fully charge my Tesla, it says I have 316, so I assume that the Model Ys would also be lower in real life as well. I don't quite understand how that works, by the way, because that's quite a big difference. Anyway, let's scroll down to paint, and I'm just going to go with pearl white, because these are all very expensive, and we're trying to save money here, and we can just get the car wrapped whatever color we want after we purchase it if we want to. Then scrolling down again, we come to the wheels. Now, I would much prefer these cool induction wheels. However, they cost an extra £2,100, which is a lot, and you can see projected range with these wheels is 331. However, whack on Gemini and it changes to 351, which is much closer to the Model 3 long range, and in my opinion, I reckon we get that con off the list. However, wheels aren't quite as cool, but I can live with it. No tow hitch, thank you. All black interior, seating layout 5. We can't change to 7 at the minute. I'm fine with 5 anyway. I'd rather the extra boot space. Now this is where it gets interesting. Enhanced autopilot and full self-driving capability. I don't want either. After having a Tesla for nearly 2 years, I have concluded it's just not really worth it. And in real life, unless I'm filming a video, I just never use any of these features, which cost 10,000 quid. Basically, me and Becky don't do that many long journeys anyway, and when we do, we quite like driving, because it's a fun car to drive. And also, autopilot in real life, when you're on the motorway, it brakes harsher than you would brake if you were in control. That stresses my dog Kong out in the back. Basically, it's just not worth it at the minute. Now, I'm not saying that there won't be a point in a few years where it will be worth it, and if that happens, guess I could purchase it again, but I like driving, so even if fully autonomous driving was a thing, I don't think I'd be that bothered about using it. Going through them specifically, auto lane change I find a bit slow, and sometimes it just doesn't move, and then you're just confusing the drivers around you. Auto park, I find really stressful and slow. You've seen we've made multiple videos about that. Summon was the only thing that I did actually use, and that was to reverse the car out of my garage, but Summon started being a bit unpredictable and slow, to the point where these days I don't use Summon at all, and I just climb into the car seat and reverse out of my garage myself. And Smart Summon I've only ever used as a gimmick in videos or to show off the car to like family and stuff. It's literally completely useless in the UK unless you just want them to be like, hey, look how cool my car is. And then full self-driving capability, £6,800. It's just not worth it. That's so expensive, but I'm not really bothered about using it. Now I'm aware that it's only going to get more expensive and it's only going to get better, but I don't think I'm bothered. So we could scroll past those, and then you see that our final price is £54,990, which once again, that's a lot of money. However, I don't need 2 Teslas, so if I was to get a Model Y, I would first be trading in my pink Tesla Model 3. Merch link in the description, by the way, very limited edition, might be gone by the next video. So it's really easy to get a trade-in estimate from Tesla, so I quite frequently do it just out of curiosity because there's no obligations or anything. So when I filled in the request at the start of March, they offered me £52,200, which is pretty good for a second-hand car. It's held its value really nicely there. Then we drove an extra 240 miles, and a month later, I made another trade-in request, once again, just out of curiosity. And this time they offered £50,300, so it had gone down quite a lot, like £2,000 in 240 miles. Feels a bit much. When you get a trade-in request, Tesla texts you as well and like provide a way for you to have an actual back and forth with a human, so I'm wondering if potentially there's a like small negotiation opportunity there, but we'll go with the low offer anyway, which means in order for me to purchase a brand new Tesla Y, it would cost me £4,690, which is pretty good because in my specific situation, I could make a few videos about the Model Y on this channel, and in a month's time we'll have earned that money back. And then I'll be left with a big pro which is way more space. Like, we could get our bikes in a Model Y. We can't get our bikes in the Model 3 unless we were to take the wheels off. Model Y would be better for going camping where you have loads of stuff you need to bring, or visiting family at Christmas and you got loads of presents, or going somewhere with the dogs. We could have them like nice and secure in the boot somewhere instead of on the back seat. The space is honestly just such a huge bonus. Like, that hatchback boot makes such a difference to the kind of stuff that you can get in the car. However, if we're losing the Model 3, we do need to note down a con. We lose full self-drive, which would be annoying because even if I don't use it that much, I've bought it 2 different occasions now, which is irritating. It's not too bad specifically for me, just because I have this channel that's earned money back from the car. But going back to the trade-in value of £50,300, I did also go ahead and reach out to a couple of other companies, and the offers that I got for my car were £45,000 and £41,000, which is a lot lower than the 50,000. So I'm sure there's more research I could do, but it does feel like at the moment Tesla directly are the ones that are offering the best price for my current car. So it does feel like an official Tesla trade-in would be the best route if I was to go for the Model Y, but let me know what you think. There might be some pros or cons that I have not considered, and I would love to hear your opinions. I'd love to hear, like, best places to sell the car if you think there's anywhere that I could get a better price than Tesla directly. Oh, and also, when I borrowed the car the other week, I did check to make sure it did actually fit in my tiny, tiny garage. And guess what? It did. Only just, but it fit. So don't worry about that. That's not a con. I guess it's a small con because it would make it even harder for me to actually get out of the vehicle once I'm in. But I can deal with that. When we move house, we'll get somewhere with a bigger garage. Alright, thank you very much for watching. Really looking forward to hearing all of your opinions in the comments, and I will see you all later.